In front of us is the stunning Amalfi Coast, often regarded by influencers as an absolute gem of Italy. But can a destination this famous still have any surprises? Are there going to be any secrets perhaps hiding in plain sight? Well, there's only one way to find out.
The Amalfi Coast, and specifically Positano, where we find ourselves right now, are famous for a few things. Mostly though, Instagram spots, good shopping, good food, and if you ask me, pretty bad roads. And after a few days here, well, I find myself craving a near-from-home adventure, if you will. Something a little further away from all the tourists and out in nature, and away from all of these cars. The problem is, when I was doing all of my research for this trip, it seems like all of the vloggers have one of two opinions. That it is the Instagram famous beautiful spot of your dreams, or that it's an over-touristed hellhole. That's really it. There's no nuance. And so I think I can do a little bit better. So come with us today as I hope to show a different perspective, where we leave behind all the buses, cars, and tourists and hike between two of the famous Amalfi Coast towns. So after a very harrowing car ride, if I must say so myself, we've officially made it to Ravello. Now, we are hiking between two towns, Ravello and Amalfi, so feel free to start in whichever one you wish, but we chose Ravello because it has easier parking. Parking in Amalfi seems terrible. Realistically, you should probably take the bus. But now that we're here, even though I would love to start hiking immediately, we should probably check out the town first.
So we're going to be getting some amazing gourmet pizza that a local recommended to us, walking around, doing some shopping, and then end things by checking out the terrace gardens, Garden Rufolo?
Villa Rufolo, I think.
Villa Rufolo, yeah.
Should have some amazing views because unlike the other towns on the Amalfi Coast, we're a little bit inset and we're a little bit higher up.
It's really pretty.
Should be amazing.
Yeah.
Let's check it out.
Oh no!
Flash rain.
Ah, go, 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 go! Oh yeah, this pizza was just as good as it looks. Would recommend.
All right, so I think we were lucky with that rain. It seems to have just been a flash flood, nothing more. We ate our pizza and the sun is back out. So it's about time we check out Villa Rufolo. And I can't wait. You see, it's a 1200s era Moorish inspired villa and fortress with a cascading set of gardens. And followers of the channel will know that I absolutely love Moorish inspired anything. So I'm really excited for this one. I think it's going to be brilliant. It is, however, €7 per person. So it's, I guess, a little bit pricey, but hey, we're on vacation and there's only one way to find out if it's worth it. Hey, little buddy. Hey, oh my God. Bye, little buddy. I love you always. Right off the bat, I am well loving it. I mean, how cool is this? Like I said, I love Moorish-inspired anything. And there are just so many lush vines everywhere. This is really cool.
Whoa, look, 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 here's the view. Wow, I love that this place is kind of like set in and up so that you have this like huge view to look out. Dude, this might be worth it just for the €7. That's crazy. Look, you can see another little town over there.
And one thing that really strikes me about Ravello in general, but definitely this villa, is just how amazing the view of all the mountains are. Unlike a lot of the other towns on the Amalfi Coast, Ravello is set further back in the valley and higher up on the hills, and I mean, the views just speak for themselves.
And something that's extra interesting about this place is Villa Rufolo actually does classical music concerts in the summer. I've never been, I really want to go though. And they make it really obvious that that's what they do because they play classical music throughout the villa and they have little music stands everywhere that are pointing you in the correct direction to go.
Watch out! So was it worth it? Well, between all of those amazing views, the beautiful flowers, and especially that cat. Beep beep for screech! Yeah, I'd say so. For me, I had a really great time and I'd easily spend €7 on it. Don't know if I'd do it again, and I understand if you skip it, but hey, I'm not here to save money. and I had a good time. For now though, it's time we actually get to that trailhead. I don't think it's gonna rain again, or at least I hope not. Wish me luck. Not quite sure where the trailhead is going to be, but it's around here somewhere. I'll put it on the screen for you so you can find it a little bit easier. For now, let's get searching. All right, I've double checked with a local who knows their way around, and yeah, the hike starts unceremoniously at a bunch of steps. But there is a tiny sign on the ground. That's how you know you're going in the right direction. Very helpful. Yeah, if you see this, you know you go in the right way. But it's easy to miss. All right, down we go. Let's hope we don't get too lost. Right off the bat, this is just incredibly lush. Any follower of the channel knows how much I love olive trees. This is wonderful, though the steps are an awkward distance. They go down with the same foot every time. After you descend from Ravello, there's about 500 meters worth of road walking, which would be a little nicer if they gave you a sidewalk. That's a shame. But we're only on here for about 5 minutes, and then we'll get back into the vineyards. There's a pretty good diversity of scenery too. Rivers, trees, tire shops, all of it. Now, after all that road walking, you eventually make it to the town of Pantone, which is halfway between Amalfi and Ravello. Don't miss the turnoff, I almost did. It is marked, but I was just ignoring it. The cool thing about this town is not only could you stop and get some food and drink if you're feeling tired, but if you take a 30-minute detour, you can head to the Torre del Ziro, which should be a really cool fortress. And you know, that's the detour I'm gonna be taking. Once you start getting closer to the tower, the trail is incredibly lush, but one consideration you might want to keep in mind is that it has been up or down the whole way. There's always been some kind of elevation gain or loss, so you're not really going to get much of a flat path. If you don't like that, then this might not be for you. It really does become, though, like a lost, forgotten path. I have a feeling not too many people are coming out here, and it's brilliant. And now you're in the know, so you can make it out here as well. This is definitely a way to beat the tourists and get some alone time, some peace and quiet. And the views are incredible. That very well might have been one of the coolest drone flights I have ever done. I mean, being able to see this tower, the ramparts, but also more importantly, watching the villages as they spill up the rivers, being intersected and just cut by all these cliffs. It is amazing. And it really just hammers home how these are designed, and it's just so charming. And the views from up here, I mean, there are no tourists up here. It is so peaceful, but I know there are plenty of tourists here within a few kilometers of me, but no one's making the trek, so you really need to. And over at the first tower, you can go inside if you're brave enough, but I hate dark places and I get a bit of vertigo. Camille tells me that it's wobbly. Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway for the video. Let's go. How is it?
It's really cool. It's not as wobbly as my mom said.
Okay.
It's not like unsafe.
I mean, I'm a little bit.
Really good view of Amalfi from the bottom.
Oh, and if you were wondering, it has been see-through grates the whole time, so, you know, love it. Love that for me. All right, last staircase. Whew. Here we go. This is the view we've been brave for. I'm being brave. I don't like it. This tower is really cool, if not a little wibbly-wobbly. It's been so much fun. This ruin is really good. I did not have my hopes that high, but I'm having a wonderful time. And we got so lucky with the weather. Ah, wonderful. But now I think I've earned my descent. Let's get back on solid ground, shall we? All the rails have been touched. For now though, I think that might be about it here. I've loved it so much, but Yeah, the light is going to fade and we do need to make it to Amalfi. Back on the trail we go. Right, you should recognize this little spot. We are back at the intersection. All the backtracking is over. Now it's time to get to Amalfi. Thanks, little sign, it's easy to miss. And the people who live here, man, they must have amazing knees. I'm a little bit out of breath there. There's a lot of stairs. It's gonna be a long way down. All right, so I think that actually wraps up majority of the hiking for today. Sorry if there wasn't too much footage. It was just all stairs, all down, all the way, and my knees, oof, they're starting to kill me a little bit, but it was totally worth it. That being said, I am so happy with the little accident we had this morning that took us to Ravello first. I'd originally planned to do Amalfi to Ravello, and I think at the beginning of the video, I said you could do it both ways. I don't know, you definitely could, but I think I would rather do Ravello to Amalfi than the other way around, that's for sure. Going up all of those stairs would have been brutal. Oh God, the rain is starting again. Now, in contrast to Ravello, where you kind of leave from the center of town where it's beautiful, you do end up at the very back of Amalfi when you're finished with the hike. So we are gonna have to hike all the way out of the valley and to the ocean, but I have one more surprise for you. And that's the Amalfi Paper Museum. You didn't think I was gonna go near a small, local and beautiful museum without checking it out, did you? No, no, no. So we're gonna delay going to Amalfi one more time. I'm gonna get out of this rain because behind this very unassuming museum entrance is a paper making cave. Let's go make some paper.
This museum was, and in some ways still is, an active paper mill, with a myriad of still functioning ancient paper-making machines covering over 400 years of technological improvement. I've never seen anything like this before. And I know, it might surprise you, but this is not my first mill, though it might be the best. It'll cost you a mere €4.50 to enter this paper-making cave with a tour guide, but who are we kidding? Nobody buys that ticket. Instead, spend €7.50 and you'll get not only the tour, but a hands-on paper-making experience too. You're not going to want to miss out. Now, because of the dangers that these wild machines pose, the museum can only be seen via said small group tour, but they begin roughly every half hour. So I'm sure you'll be able to find a spot even on the same day. Just make sure you show up at least 40 minutes before it closes. You wouldn't want to spend all day hiking here only to be 1 minute late and greeted by a closed door, on which you have to knock ever so politely as an Italian begins to lecture you, a British person living in Germany, on the merits of punctuality. But hey, who would ever do such a thing? Not you, now that you're in the know.
That museum was incredible. I don't think I've had that much fun in a little museum in quite some time, and I love a good small specific museum. It really was just like a paper-making cave with working machines from the 1600s and the 1900s. And even though he told me I was the worst at making paper today, I still left the museum with a smile. It was brilliant. You should definitely check it out, because I don't think enough of you are. Compared to the sheer number of tour buses that I've seen today in Amalfi, I've only seen a trickle come to the museum, and I think those people are missing out. And so I hope you don't, and I hope you come here. For now though, I think the rain is gonna just keep going down a little bit, so we may as well just make the final part of this walk and get into Amalfi. I could do with an Aperol Spritz, maybe a coffee, and maybe some gelato. I think I've earned it. I've seen a lot of impressive churches, but the one in Amalfi might be my actual favorite. Well, okay, the Hagia Sophia is my favorite, then the one in Amalfi. So at the end of the day, what do I think? Well, I like to hope that I've given you a new perspective to the Amalfi Coast. We just did one of so many trails today. There's so much wonderful hiking here, that fantastic museum, the castle ruins. There was so much to do and no one was there. So are some parts of the Amalfi Coast over-touristed? 100%. But others? It's a ghost town you can have to yourself. So with that being said, I hope you found this really, really helpful. I hope that you're gonna come here and I hope you're gonna do some of the things you've seen in this video. So with that in mind, like, comment, subscribe, support the channel, and I'll see you in the next video, no matter what that might be.
Hi, we're here on the Amalfi Coast with our daughter, Camille, and my son-in-law, Ben. So they are the proprietors of this great YouTube channel. I'm just doing a cameo appearance, so if you like what you see, please like and subscribe. And we'll see you later.